Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you a tutorial of the Scrap Diva Designs Beach Chair Mini Album cover. You can find this die set at scrapdivadesigns.com and get a 10% discount using the code prisgemicinc10. All the details are in the description box below. Let's get started. So I created this beach chair mini album about 1 or 2 months ago, and Betty requested that she'd like to see a tutorial on this, so here's the tutorial. And I think this is like super cute, the beach chair ocean theme, and with the SpongeBob and patrickstar on the chair relaxing and enjoying the scenery and all the ocean life. And so I just thought this was super cute too. So here's how we're gonna get this started. First we have this part of the die set, and it has the stitching line on it, and there's an outer one too, so I'm just using this inner one to cut out this part here, the background piece of the chair, which is over here that you see. And so the next step is to use this die here, this one, and it has the sides of the chair and the whole entire chair. And so when you punch it out, you'll get this piece here. So I use this piece, this paper collection. I got it from my local dollar store called Dollarama, and it's been a while, like 1 or 2 years ago, that this collection came out. So it's I haven't seen it in a while. It's probably discontinued, this piece of paper, and I really thought it was so cute. This one here is from the same collection, but it was like underwater kind of thing here with the seagulls in the water with the waves. And so and here we're gonna see the waves with the beach sand with all the umbrellas and seashells and seagulls here. And I thought it was like neat with this continuation of this beach theme. And so once you cut this one out, we're gonna have another piece. Thankfully I found another piece of paper, because the second time around making this chair, I made a mistake with aligning. If you have a piece of paper that has a pattern on it that's not repeating or whatever, and it's just like I'm just like a side note that yeah, if you have a pattern paper that doesn't matter which side, which direction, then it's fine to just cut it. But yeah, so I have two pieces of this, and so I thankfully have one last piece. And what I did was I put this, I think this is 6 by 6 inches paper, so I glued the paper onto a foam here, and then I used this next piece, which doesn't have the pattern on it, as you can see here, this arm pattern. So it's just this part here, which are the slats for the chair. So just to align it, what I did was I put, I believe, this piece or either this template, and I flipped it around into the back. And what I did was I just went like this, like here's the picture. So I matched it with the other piece of paper that's on the foam. And then what I did was I placed this template on top, and oh wait, no. So I aligned the pattern here on top of the 6 by 6 piece of paper, the second one, and I used this one, and I kind of try to align these two slats with the two slats that are already punched out over here right on top. And then what I did was I put some markings here with my pencil to kind of outline where to put this piece on. And so I just went like this with my pencil, and here and here and here. And so that's what I did. And then I placed some washi tape to stick it into place so it doesn't move, and I put it into my cutting machine, and it came out like this. And then these patterns, so I just took out the slats. Make sure you know like the ordering. If not, you can still piece it back together. So I used this Tim Holtz-Sizzix 3D embossing folder, and don't know what happened. Oh, here it is. Here's the description of it, and it is a 3D Textures Fades Mini, and it's quite thick. So you don't need any sandwiching to do this. You just put top cover on and your base plate, and run this through with your pieces of slats with the foam at the bottom. So I just went like, because this one's a mini, so it didn't fit the whole length. So what I did was I just flipped it over, like once I put all the slats, all these slats align onto the embossing folder like this, all of them, and then I closed it, and then I put it into the machine. It comes out with this really nice wood grain pattern for the chair. And so what I did was I flipped it over, and I just placed the part that didn't reach to that part, and it was like not embossed, and I just put it here, all the rest of the ones, and I embossed it again, and then I put it all back in here just to show you what, like the piece of paper. And so yeah, so when our next step, we're going to glue the slats, like see how the patterns match. But if it doesn't really matter, if your pattern is like repeating and it doesn't matter which direction, like let's say you have just dots, then that would be fine. You don't have to really care about aligning it. But yeah, that's what I did. I made a mistake in the beginning. I didn't show you, but so I had to redo, like prepare another second piece of paper to make it right. So yeah, that's just a side note of what could happen if you have a piece of paper that you really like. So just to a caution. So now we're gonna glue this backing onto the blue background here. Or you can make it this color, like tan, to match the sand or something too. So I didn't think about that, but I think I have some tan paper. I'm not really quite sure, but oh yes, here, maybe this one. I think the blue one would look okay. So now we're gonna glue this on. Yeah, hopefully, yeah, we can get some glue out of this. Oh, did I mention what the name was? The name here says Mini Lumber 665460. So yeah, if you're interested in this, this is in the embossing folder, the wood grain, that's what it is that I used. And now we're gonna glue this on to the background like this. And so that was the first piece, and then the second piece, I also have the arms of the chair, which are here. And so when we flip this over, this template, and So we're gonna have to match it because these ones are not really the same. One is slightly slanted like this way, and then the other one is slanted this way. So I used or maybe you can use this piece here and you flip it to the back like this, right? And so I just like another note because I made a mistake for this one. It's not really that noticeable, but I noticed that, yeah, there's some slants when I try to align those arms. So I put with a pencil mark, this is left and this is right. And how you would know is you turn everything to the back, right? And you just kind of put this in here. See, it matches. And this one over here, and it fits perfectly in there. But if you try it this way, you'll see that it doesn't really fit. It's not matching. So then you'll know. So I put it here one, and then here's another one, and I marked it right and left with my pencil. You don't have to mark it, but if you're just gonna do this right away. So that's another note. And obviously, if you have another piece of paper, you could like maybe punch out or you could just punch out, or you can just use this piece here that you used before you glue it on, right? You would just use this and punch it out like this because it's gonna go over this piece. It's gonna go over the same the same shape. So yeah, you could use this and back it up with foam, and then this is what happens. So yeah, the pictures are gonna be like this. And then here we have the top of the arm rest. And you could just, what I did was from this piece of paper, I just cut it off and then I stuck it onto another piece of foam because I want to make it dimensional. So then and then you can just glue it on to here like this or like this. Yeah, I think it is. Oh, did I just put the dot in the wrong way? I might have. Yeah, it's this way. Yeah, I'm gonna have to erase the dot that I put on there to make a hole for my charms. So I'm just gonna quickly erase that. So here, make sure your patterns align. And I'm gonna place a dot here. You don't have to, but I'm gonna place, as you can see in this first one that I did, I have dangle charms, so that's what we're doing. We're gonna put a dot wherever you want the dangle charm. I want it here because I don't want the charm to hang off to the side too far. And so I'm putting the dot in the top middle area here, and we're gonna make a hole, the 1/16 inch of a hole into this foam. And if you can't reach it, like, you know how it's like this, I usually have a piece of kind of like a paper tab with one side that's sticky, and I stick it in, but I don't have it here with me, so I'm just using a washi tape. Hopefully it'll work. And push it in. Yeah, it's working. And try to find the dot that you made and then punch a hole. Sorry, I can't really see, so I put the light on more. Or you can use a pen to see where your dot is. I'm gonna place a darker dot on here. There. Let's see if I can see this now. It's kind of dark. There. Okay, once we punch the hole, we're gonna place it on here, or you could have glued this handle, the arm handle, and use a pencil or pen and place it in the hole to make a mark. And as you can see, it's there. And we couldn't even glue this because the punch is gonna punch right through it. So let's gonna do that. Glue this arm piece on. I think this is the hardest part out of the whole chair. The rest of the way is fine. And we're gonna punch this. There we go. Now we're gonna glue the handle. Just trying to find my handle. Onto the left arm like this. And probably wait for it to dry a bit before we attach the charm. So there we have it. And let's start assembling the other pieces. So I have the other arm here. So yeah, this has foam on the back too. And I also embossed it with the wood grain. You don't need to, but it just looks more like wood grain. Especially if you use a piece of paper that's like light brown or anything that's like a solid colored paper, you'll see the wood grain more. And also you could use ink, like brown ink, to ink it a bit to see the patterns even more. But it's really nice kind of wood grain. So we're gonna glue this other side. And if you have like, this has a seaweed at the bottom, I just noticed. So you would put the seaweed in before you put the arm piece in. So that's another thing to note. So here I'm just gonna kind of lift this up a bit and put, I believe it's, I have, let's see. Oh, I actually have 5 seaweeds here and I only have 4. Okay, I see. Yeah, I'll just put one here like this. And then we can glue this back on. Yeah. There we go. The seaweed plants are from my stash, and I also put some ink at the sides here to make it more 3D looking with volume on it. And so the next step is to glue everything on, keeping in mind if you have plants or any other thing that you want to put underneath these foam. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So like if you can see in this side here, the seaweed is kind of like underneath the slats and then it's poking through. I'll try to remove the SpongeBob so you can see, as you can see here, see how it's kind of poking through the middle of the slats, of these 2 slats. So yeah, there's a lot of layering in this. Yeah. So let's try it. So this slat here is gonna go here with a plant. I believe it's this one. And we're gonna put it over here like this, and we're gonna glue this part. And this arm piece is kind of going overlapping on top, so let me see what I did. Okay, so we're just gonna lift this up a bit and put it underneath like that. So we're gonna glue this plant. And I went ahead and I glued some of these dots, these clear resin dots. Came in a pack like this. So, and we're gonna place this underneath, just like this. Yeah. Oh, did I not put glue? Okay. Yeah, I don't need too much glue. Yeah, and just keep in mind the patterns again. You don't want this to be upside down or something, or like a different pattern slat. So that's why I kept everything in this grid. And the next one is this one. Okay, I'm gonna try to quickly put everything in. Or you can put it here, the glue. It's easier than the foam. Yeah, this is easier. Just keep gluing. I don't think there's any plants in the middle. Oh, except this one, which I'm missing a plant, so it doesn't really matter. So, okay. There. Oh, and there's these two slats. Not sure. That's why it's good not to put too much glue, so that you could just lift it, but it doesn't matter because like nobody's gonna see. And we're gonna put some more glue on here like this. Align the images up if you have any images. That's why it's good not to like completely put so much glue in, so that you can like have an easier time to like remove it. It happens. And let's put some more glue back. We're almost there. This beach chair is pretty straightforward. Yeah. There we go. Could use a book maybe to press it down on this. And okay, let's glue these on. These plants. And Yeah, you can place them wherever. It depends on like your preference. It doesn't matter. I'm just copying whatever I did before. And we're almost getting there. This one is like sort of like this. And I have these starfish. Maybe I should start turning on my glue gun so I could like attach these ones. Or you could just use regular glue. I think it will work too, but anyways, I'll just turn on my glue gun. And we can put this charm in. Let me remove these. And oh, and this ring, this jump ring, I used a really big jump ring. I have this whole case of jump rings, and so I used the largest one. The largest one measures, where's my ruler? Okay, I'll use, oh, here it is, I found it. It's like measuring, let's see, 10 millimeters, so 1 centimeter in diameter. So that's how big it is. And I put it into here like this. Isn't it so cute when these charms, I found them on AliExpress. They're drinking like bubble tea. It's so cute. And I put a seashell. This one has all seashells on it. I was thinking maybe I could have one like either patrickstar or SpongeBob with like a bubble tea cutting die thing on the side here, something different. So yeah, it doesn't necessarily, like, you just put anything you like in this on this chair or just leave it like this. It's so beautiful, and it includes this word enjoy. So yeah, I put it over here like this. And you don't need too much glue for this one because you might have something that you want to put on the chair. So this one probably would go last. But yeah, I'm just going to put a little bit on the top here. Some glue on the top. And I'm going to put it here. You could also use foam tape to prop it up even more. So I have some double-sided foam tape right here, and so you could just cut a piece and put it on your beneath your word to prop it up more. So yeah, so you could do also this way as well and place it on here. And I'll show you how I did the gluing of the dots. So you could just like put a dab of glue here and here, and I have a dot here and here, some here, not too much. And then I use my tweezers and I place them wherever I put some glue. I think it looks so neat, these pieces. I'll try to list where I got these. Sometimes they're like I got them from a long time ago, so it might not be available. Some of the items. Yep. And this glue dries clear, so yeah, it won't be as white as you see now, the dots, because the glue is white, but it'll dry clear. and it'll dry like this. See how it's clear? And right now it's like whitish, but yeah, it'll dry clear. So we're almost done. We're just gonna, let's see if my glue gun is ready. I'm wondering what color I should put. Like, I think the white one would look nice. Yeah, the white one. And so I just put a dab of glue. Oh yeah, it's working. And put it right. Let's see which way it was. It doesn't really matter, but just gonna copy whatever I did because I really like it. What I did. There. Isn't that so neat? It's really cool. I think we're done. We just, I'll just like remove this and show you how I placed it. So this one, hopefully I can remove this. Yes, it's a really big piece of foam. Don't really need to use such a big foam. Okay, there. So what I did was I just, you know, placed this here. It had another arm, but I really loved how I cut this arm, and placed it on patrickstar. So it looks like he's like, you know, like putting his shoulder and hands around patrickstar, you know, embracing him like best buddies. And so yeah, it looks like they're sitting on the chair like this. It looks so cool. Isn't this so neat? It's so cute. I hope you enjoyed this video, and yeah, you could get this beach chair mini album cutting die at scrapdivadesigns.com and get a 10% discount using the code prisgemicinc, and the code I have and the link I have listed in the description box below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Toodaloo.